No matter which way you come to the United States as a legal immigrant, you will need to get a job. Unless you are coming on an employment-based visa where you have a job ready waiting for you that is able to sustain you. Otherwise, you will need to get a job. Whether you are coming in through DV lottery, marriage-based visa, or dependent of an employment-based visa, you will need a job. And you're probably wondering where and how you can get a job. Worry not, because I got you covered. Guys, if you're liking this video, if you're liking this content, please do subscribe, please do share, please do like, please do tell a friend to tell a friend so that you can stay connected. First, there are some factors you need to consider when you're looking for a job as a first-timer immigrant in the United States of America. You might be a degree holder or you have a master's degree, but when you're a first-time immigrant, you have to lower your expectations and do the unskilled labor jobs as you wait for either your credential to be evaluated to determine if your education matches the American education. You can't be schooled somewhere in Africa or somewhere in Asia or even somewhere in Europe probably and expect to just come and start working. They have to evaluate your credential to ensure that your papers match the American standard. So, for example, you can be a lawyer, you can be a doctor, you can be working any job in your country, but here you can't just wake up any morning that you just immigrated and apply a job to an institution just because you're serving in the same capacity in your country. No, you have to go through certification and some evaluation. Secondly, as you're looking for a job, you must know how to write your resume. In Kenya or in other countries, probably it's called curriculum vitae, but here we call it as a resume. You have to know how to write it well to suit the job you're applying. Example, you can be a master's degree holder, but when you're applying for a job in an Amazon warehouse, you can't state like you're a degree holder. That will lead to an automatic denial because you're too qualified and will put the company at risk of legal action. Finally, you need to be flexible to take on unskilled labor jobs as you work on your papers or as you go back to school for certification before you land your dream job because you have to pay bills. So there are so many unskilled labor jobs as you come here for the first time. Which are these jobs that I'll encourage you to get? One, you can work at a grocery store. We have the famous Walmart. Who doesn't know Walmart? Even back at home when I go back, people are like, oh, do you go to Walmart? So we have Walmart, we have Target, Dollar Generals, Dollar Tree. Stores are hiring every day. As I walk in almost all stores, there are posters at the door indicating that they are hiring. Please do apply for those jobs or just be bold enough, walk in, ask one of the people working there, are you guys hiring? Then they'll take you to the right person and get a job and start working. At number 2, you can do delivery services. Online shopping is booming. We buy things online every time. That makes the need of delivery service a reliable job. You can deliver almost anything from food using Uber Eats. You can sign with DoorDash, among others. Not forgetting the famous Amazon. You can do Amazon delivery. You can find something to always deliver because every second someone is purchasing something online. At number 3, you can work in a restaurant or at a fast food chain. As a waiter, if you are good, you can work as a waiter if you're good and a fast learner with new and different type of foods and you're keen in taking orders. Or you can work as a cashier. If this is a place for you, then consider working there because you have a job waiting for you. At number 4, you can work as a driver. Another well-paid job. You can work in taxi services such as Uber or Lyft, or better, you can get licensed and be a truck driver and deliver goods because we need goods within states and across interstate. And guess what? We need a driver to deliver that. At number 6, you can work in healthcare. Healthcare has different opportunities and it requires compassion, empathy, and patience because you're dealing with sick patients. Or you are caring for people who are vulnerable and they are unable to do it by themselves. So if you know you're empathetic, you're patient, you're caring, and really you can be with someone in the most vulnerable state state, then welcome to healthcare. 1. You can work as a caregiver in a nursing group home. You care for the aged people. You help them with their basic daily activities because they can't care for themselves due to various reasons. You have to be patient. You have to be compassionate. You have to make sure they're well cared for. You have to make sure they go for their shopping. You have to make sure they get their cigarettes if they smoke. They do their leisure activity, among many more. If you know you're that type of a person, you're patient, compassionate, and you can work with the elderly, then you can be a caregiver. After caregiving, if you can do caregiving, you can do something called certified nurse assistant. In the United States, healthcare is always facing nursing shortage. So is it to nursing assistant. If you believe you can work around sick people by helping nurses care for them, then log into your nursing board portal of the state you're in and see the requirements to become a nurse assistant. It's always a very short period of training and you get certified and you'll be having a ton of job waiting for you. You can work as a patient sitter. In hospital, there are patients who are confused or suicidal and they need somebody to sit with them throughout the shift to make sure they don't fall or they don't hurt themselves. If you know this is you, you can sit with person and have a chat, then grab a cup of coffee, grab yourself and go grab a sitting job. That is awesome. Just sitting and being paid. That can be an awesome job. In a hospital, you can work in the housekeeping department. This is just cleaning services to make sure the patient's room is clean, everything is spotless, and the diagnostic room, you're doing the cleaning services. You can also work as a kitchen staff to deliver food to the patient's room. Everything is labeled from their name, their medical record number, the type of diet they're in, and the room number and the name. So you take the food and make sure you deliver it at the right time to the right patient. Easy, right? Another job you can do in an hospital, if you have a bubbly personality, you always smile and you just have a positive outlook towards life, then you can apply to be a unit clerk or a secretary. You work as the front personnel of that unit. You receive calls, you receive visitors and direct them. Like you're the front person directing visitor. Everything that a front office person does, you act as the face of that unit. So if this is you, please do apply for these jobs. Those are just a few of many unskilled labor jobs that are available. As you come here with your degree, you have to accept the fact that it will take a minute for you to land an office job or your dream job. As you wait for the process of probably evaluation, certification, going back to school, you need to be working to pay your bill. You have to be flexible to get a job and start somewhere. As you do these jobs, you can be advancing your education to get you what and where you want to be. Now, talking of jobs, nurses interested in working in the United States of America, please do watch this video here on 9 steps on how to become a foreign educated international USRN.